Hey guys, and welcome to the review of Avengers Age of Ultron. The Avengers! Yes, we've been waiting for a while for this, and finally got to see the movie today, because it was sold out yesterday, and so I couldn't watch it. So, I finally got to watch it. Did exactly what I expected. First movie, better, but this movie just about tie up with the Guardians. If not, is tied up. Sorry about that. So, 5 seconds. This is a spoiler involved, so you got 5 seconds to leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's begin. So, this movie had a very interesting take, I thought, and I'm going to talk about all the characters, mainly how they fit in, and I think I'll talk about the older ones first, newer ones, and then Ultron, and then I'll talk about the plot. So, for newer ones, I'm glad what they did with both Iron Man and Hulk. Iron Man was not the most important, and Hulk was not the show stealer. Simple as that. They had a very even balance, and if anyone, probably Vision was a show stealer. Maybe, I don't know. Because when he came on screen, that was pretty cool. But Hulk is not in the movie that long. It's more of Bruce Banner. Hulk's character, or Bruce's, so, like, with Ultron, not only did Tony have a part in it, but Bruce had it. And it's like they've been working on this for a while now, the Ultron program. And the thing about Hulk is that he is not in the movie that much. And when he is, it's cool, but he's not in it that much. What was up with that ending, too? When I saw that, I was like, so are we getting a solo Hulk movie sometime down the line? Or is he just going to wait and return for Infinity War? Because at the end, he just got on the plane, threw out Ultron, and he just sat down when it was going to crash. He just sat there. So, I don't really get that. I don't know. That ending has to do with something, I know. But you guys would know it better than me. Now, so that's Hulk. Iron Man was, just about the same as usual. You know, they did kind of show how Civil War, how him and Cap were, like, close at some points, and then, like, couldn't stand each other at some points, at one point even fighting each other. I mean, Tony is more of, like, he likes the shortcut ways. It's weird how Tony, see, Tony in this movie is just like, he's like just the same. That's the best way I can put it. I mean, you get enough Iron Man. Captain America still did good. I thought he did better in Winter Soldier, but this one, that shield, dude, it was everywhere. Like, the shield was just bouncing all over the places and crap, and I thought they did a good job of making the shield be good while not being annoying like the other ones. Like, they showed the shield in a way that it's still important to Cap, but it's not like the main weapon, you know, he can fight to. This one, that's what they did with Winter Soldier. I mean, this one, it's kind of back and forth, but when he did use the shield, you know, it showed that, you know, he just kept knocking guys out with it. And I was impressed with him. In the Ultron, he had a fight with Ultron on the bus. You all should know that. And he very back and forth with Ultron. Headlocking him and stuff. Very impressed. His nightmare, too, I'll go back to Iron Man in a sec. His nightmare, too, was, it was just like, see, it wasn't a vision, though. It was like him fighting. Well, I mean, a bunch of people fighting while I was going to dance with, what's her name? Agent Carter. So, I think that's her name. So, and Iron Man's, by the way, is where all of them are laying like dead on the ground. The only one really, well, Cap's still alive. When he touched him, he says something. The only other one that looks alive to me is Hulk, but he's just like has spikes in his back and crap. And then in the background, you see like a bunch of things going the wormhole. I don't know if that has anything to do with the Infinity War, but I don't get how that could, because Captain and them already couldn't breathe in space. So, Thor, I think he might have did better in the first one, maybe, but he had his moments too. And one of the biggest things was his kind of vision thing, was where he, I can't remember his name, but the guy had like white eyes, and he was just like telling him, "What'd you do with the power?" And Hulk and Thor just starts killing people, and he has to go find out the rest of it. And they cut the mysterious woman too. Did you see that? That scene ain't even in the movie anymore. Black Widow, her nightmare was kind of creepy actually. The kids without faces and stuff. That was a little freaky, but it basically, she can't have babies and stuff. And she was better in this movie for sure than in Avengers, the first one. You know, the same goes for Cap and Hawkeye too. Hawkeye gets like the biggest part of this whole movie too. Like, we get to know the character probably the most. Like, he had the reason why him and Black haven't got together yet, or haven't got together, is because he has a family. I mean, they show that. And, he is a lot better with that bow and arrow. I mean, he was a lot more better in this movie, obviously, than the first one. Totally. Very impressed by him. They gave him some story. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, I thought they were pretty good. You know, I like kind of Quicksilver, you know. I kind of like those guys who have the more different kind of powers. And when Quicksilver gets killed, I mean, at the end he had like his moments, and he got killed. He had bullet holes all in him, and Ultron did it, and then because of that, you saw what Scarlet Witch could basically do. Like, she like screams and like blows up all the robots around her. And they started out bad. They did it almost like the comics, except they can't have Magneto. So they started out with Ultron, thinking he was doing the right thing. When they realized he wasn't, that's when they left. And, you know, alright, you know, obviously. Now, Vision, he pops out, and, like, huge part, he's going to be a huge part, not only because, I mean, he's big in this movie, but, I mean, the Infinity Stones in his head and stuff, and the after credit scene with Thanos, you know, it's like, they are going to have to fight, and I'm guessing it's going to be in the Infinity War, where they fight, and, definitely a big part of this movie. Him and Ultron were fighting a lot, and the thing is I didn't know he could pick up Thor's hammer. I'm not that. He just, like, let's go, and he just grabs Thor's hammer and gives it to him, and he hits things with it and stuff, too. And, him, Thor, and Iron Man had this big scene where they were all together, and they were just blasting Ultron, like, just, and then Hulk came over and punched him, which was funny, but, I mean, you know, and he did do this stuff where he can go inside, and he, like, rip robots apart and stuff. Then, Ultron. Ultron's not really what I expected. I heard he was supposed to be funny and stuff, but he did have some funny moments, but it's like, he was, like, religion. I mean, I'm Christian, and, he was taking quotes out of the Bible and stuff, which I thought was, like, that's kind of not what I expected. It kind of fits, but still not really what I expected. And he got killed so easily. And, like, he got killed a couple different times in the movie. And, you know, the ending where he gets thrown out of the plane, you know, Hulk jumps in and he's just like, God, you know, he just, whatever he says, and then just Hulk throws him. You see him get thrown out, and you know the last robot, Vision talking to the last robot in the Force was pretty neat, and it basically just shows Vision's gonna have a big part. Storyline wise, I mean it's nothing groundbreaking, but I mean it's a alright story, you know. Ultron comes and it's basically trying to take over the world. You have Scarlet Witch and them who kind of brings the nightmares and stuff out. And then, you know, they all join together and they kill Ultron. And Scarlet gets the last blow on, well, not really, last blow on the one version of Ultron. You know, the last robot Vision killed, but like, she like ripped the heart thing out of him, Scarlet Witch. And Hulkbuster scene, that was huge. You know, there was one funny moment in it which I thought were, you know, Iron Man kept punching him in the face going, "Go to sleep." I know a lot of people think that's going to obviously be overkill kind of comedy, but I thought it was funny. You know, that was kind of funny. And like I said, the after credits scene, there's two. The one pre-credits, which is Thanos saying, "I guess I have to do everything myself," or something. And he like puts the glove on. So does that mean he's working with Ultron? Or I don't get that. And then or to get the stones, and then I'm guessing that means get the stones. And then the very end after the credits, so there's no point saying, it just says Avengers will return. That's all. So I guess Josh wasn't really lying about no after credits scene, because I mean after credits. I mean after the movie, there's one pre-credits. Now Black Widow and Hulk, their relationship's kind of, in a way, it's alright. In a way, it doesn't. I'm not sure. See, I don't know how to explain it. It works, partially, for me, but on the other hand, it's like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, the relationship. But, you know, they have the relationship, right? They kiss and stuff. It's a Marvel movie. And so Hulk and them, I guess Betty Ross doesn't matter now. Then the fact, so if you guys know, the original after credits scene was going to be Captain America was showing basically the new Avengers, or what was going to be the future Avengers, and that's basically the end of the movie instead of being after credits. The new Avengers, just so no point, is Vision, what's his name, face, War Machine, Falcon, and Scarlet Witch. So, pretty obvious. I mean, and I know in the comics there's a love relationship between Scarlet Witch and Vision. I'm wondering how that's gonna work. You know, Scarlet Witch, you know, it's just, this movie is good. Give it a chance. Check it out. You need to go watch, you probably need to watch it in theaters first. And I thought it was pretty good. There's nothing really to gripe about. It's not, it has action stuff. It's not like, there's some scenes where it's like, this is kind of not really dragging on, but the movie feels longer than the first one, but nothing too bad. Anyways, guys, if you go check out the movie, if you enjoyed this video, share, like, subscribe, and anyways, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and peace.